Marcus stared at the holographic document floating before him, its alien script slowly translating into English through his neural interface. The words made no sense, yet the translation was unmistakable. He had just inherited 3 wives. His friend Kethvar had been dying for months, his crystalline exoskeleton gradually losing its luminescence as the plague ravaged his homeworld of Nexus Prime. As the only human aboard the interstellar research station, Marcus had spent countless hours by his friend's side, learning about Kethvar's culture, his family, and the intricate laws that governed their society. The inheritance protocol, Kethvar had wheezed through his translator, his voice growing weaker. My sisters, they will need protection. The law is absolute. Marcus had assumed his friend was delirious from the pain medication. Now, standing in the sterile conference room of the Galactic Legal Authority, he realized Kethvar had been entirely lucid. The Nexarian magistrate, her 6 arms moving in complex patterns that indicated formal procedure, continued the reading. By the ancient laws of our people, when a male of the warrior caste dies without offspring, his closest non-Nexarian companion inherits all familial obligations. This includes the protection and provision for unmarried sisters. But I'm human, Marcus protested. Surely there's some kind of species clause. The law recognizes no such distinction, the magistrate interrupted, her compound eyes reflecting the harsh station lighting. Kethvar registered you as his battle brother 3 years ago when you saved his life during the solar storm incident. This bond transcends species. Marcus remembered that day vividly. The research station's shields had failed, and Kethvar had been trapped in the observation deck as radiation poured in. Marcus had risked his own life to drag his friend to safety, earning severe burns in the process. He had never imagined that act of friendship would lead to this moment. The magistrate activated another hologram, displaying 3 female Nexarians. They were smaller than Kethvar had been, their exoskeletons a softer blue-green hue, with intricate patterns that seemed to shift in the light. Lyra Ven, Mikathes, and Nova Lynn, the magistrate announced. Ages 23, 21, and 19 in your human years. All accomplished in their respective fields, xenobiology, quantum engineering, and diplomatic relations. Marcus felt overwhelmed. What does this actually mean? Are they expecting me to actually marry them? The marriage bonds are ceremonial but legally binding, the magistrate explained. You are responsible for their welfare, their honor, and their protection. In return, they will serve as your advisors, companions, and allies. The arrangement can be dissolved only by mutual consent of all parties or by your death. The door chimed, and 3 figures entered the chamber. Marcus's breath caught as he saw them in person. They moved with the fluid grace characteristic of their species, but there was something distinctly feminine about their bearing that differentiated them from Kethvar. The eldest, Lyra Ven, stepped forward and spoke in accented standard. We understand this is unusual for your species. We do not expect immediate acceptance of all cultural traditions. We ask only for the respect our brother showed you. Mikathes, the middle sister, added, we have studied human customs. We know your people value individual choice. We offer partnership, not servitude. The youngest, Nova Lynn, remained silent but inclined her head respectfully. Marcus looked at each of them, seeing intelligence and dignity in their alien features. They hadn't asked for this situation any more than he had. Kethvar's death had orphaned them in their society, making them vulnerable to less honorable suitors or worse. I accept the responsibility, Marcus said finally. But I propose we figure out what this partnership means together, combining the best of both our cultures. Lyra Ven's exoskeleton brightened. What Marcus had learned was a sign of approval among Nexarians. Kethvar chose his battle brother wisely, she said. As the magistrate completed the ceremony, Marcus realized his quiet life as a research scientist had just become infinitely more complicated. 3 brilliant alien women now depended on him, and he was determined not to disappoint his deceased friend's trust. The galaxy, it seemed, had much larger plans for Marcus than he had ever imagined.